Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be making these cute, adorable, fuzzy slippers that I've been seeing all over social media. So to start off, we're going to need a pair of slippers, boa strip, scissors, and a hot glue gun. I purchased my slippers from Walmart. They were under $6. My boa strip from Michael's under $4. My hot glue gun is from Harbor Freights. I believe it was like $6, but this is like a good high quality, like really good hot glue gun. My scissors are from Dollar Tree. So as you can see, all my items here are very inexpensive. You can get your hands on, but if you do not have a hot glue gun, make sure you ask your uncle, your tia, your grandma, like your neighbor. I'm telling you, someone will have this hot glue gun because this is what they use to make the recuerdos for the quince and the freaking centerpieces, etc., etc. Someone in your family will have this glue gun, you guys. So just ask around if you don't want to invest. But other than that, they are very inexpensive. I will have some links down for some that you guys can purchase that are very inexpensive. Mine was very inexpensive and it's a good quality glue gun. I love it. I also have one from Walmart, so I'll link that below. So to start off, you're going to take your pair of slippers and then you're going to take your boa strip. I'm unfolding it here. I'm going to be dividing it in half in 2 equal parts. You'll see right now on the video. This is my first time doing a voiceover. It's a little challenging. So here I'm taking the end and I'm gonna take the other end and I'm gonna match it where the actual little fuzzy fur starts with, because those ends you're gonna be cutting them off at the end. So I'm gonna be matching it and equally dividing the boa strip in half. I've seen that others use 2 boa strips. I think that's just too bulky, too fluffy for me. I didn't want my slippers that fluffy, but here I'm gonna be cutting it in half. So now you will have 2 equal boa strips that you can work with for your slippers. This way you won't have one that is too fluffy or less fluffy. You just know you have to use all of the half of the strip. So I'm gonna start by placing some glue. I'm holding the end there and I'm gonna be placing some glue, and I'm gonna be putting a very generous amount of glue just because I don't want to be walking around and have like fucking fur falling off, but so as you can see, I'm putting a generous amount of glue. Be very careful here. Also, if you have nails, I know you're gonna be tempted to use your nails to press down just the way I'm doing there, but don't do it. Like, grab a popsicle stick or a palo de elote or something, because my nails were getting a little messed up with the hot glue. I couldn't take it off one of my nails. It took me a while. So yeah, just press down very firmly. Make sure you press down very good so the glue can attach to the fuzzy boa very well. Because like I said, you don't want to be walking around and have a strip of like boa, dragging it around. That would be a little embarrassing. So I'm just pressing down, making sure everything's very well attached. This video I did not, when I was recording it, when I was making it, I did not, I'm not gonna be cutting it, just because I want you guys to see every single step and for you guys to see how fast this really is, because it only took me, I believe, like I don't know, 12 minutes to make the sandal. So here you're gonna continue wrapping it up. You're gonna continue. Okay, so do you see how my thumb is scooting the boa fur over to my left? That is so that the hair that is on the other boa strip won't get attached to the glue, and then you can set the new strip on there. I recommend you do that, because if not, it's gonna just look too sticky. Like the furry, it's not gonna look furry enough. Do you see how I'm like moving it around with my nails? I'm running my nails through the fur. So then just keep on placing more glue and that is practically gonna be what's gonna be happening. I'm scooting the fur over to my left so I can put the new strip, as you can see. There you go. So that is practically what I'm gonna be doing for the rest of the video until I finished. So just scoot your boa hair over, your boa fur over, and that's it. This DIY was actually really fun. I really enjoyed it. Another thing about the boa fur, when you cut it, you see how there's all those little fur pieces on the left. There's fallout on it, and it is freaking hard to sweep up the fallout if you have like floors, because every time I try sweeping it, like it'll fly away. So I literally had to start picking it up with my hand, and there was like a lot of it. So I recommend, if you want to do it outside, that is a very good idea. I did it inside my house. I have hardwood floors, and it was a little annoying to clean it up. But other than that, it was really fun. The hot glue gets very, very hot. Like very hot, like it will burn you hot. So I recommend, if you're doing this, do it when there's no kids around that could access the glue gun. I had my babies that they were sleeping that day, and the hot glue tends to dry very fast, so I was able to wear them right after. I literally made them, and then I went to the bank, and I was walking around with these fur chanclas. Oh my god, I looked so extra. People looked at me like, this bee, really? She's walking around with fucking fur slippers? But yes, because we ain't no basic. We go over the top with our shit. So I look so funny walking around with my sweats, and they're super comfortable. These slippers are super comfortable, by the way, you guys. I know they're Walmart slippers, but I know I'm not going to be using these slippers in the daily. I might just use them to lounge at home. You could use other slippers. You can use Nike slides, Adidas, whatever you desire to use. I personally did not want to like mess up some Nike slides to do this. So I also wanted to be able to make the most cheapest economic ones that you can. So that's what I did. So there, I'm finishing up. I'm putting some more glue there, and I'm gonna be setting the strip on top. I've seen some online. I was actually gonna order some online. I might still do so. Order some gray ones from Fashion Nova, just to see that big of a difference, or the quality. I believe those are the cheapest ones that I've seen online, because they are like about $16 plus shipping and handling. So I mean, it will add up. Some of you younger viewers, probably like your parents don't want to use their cards online. I know my dad used to be like that. Like he would be like, no, like ve cómpralo de la tienda, and I'm like, Dad, like you can't buy this shit at the store. Like what's wrong with you? I mean, it's online. No, because I'm not gonna put my credit card information, blah 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 blah. So this is why I wanted to make the most economic way of achieving these slippers and being able to have them. And for me, this was the most economic way. So there, I cut it off. So I'm just fixing and fuzzing up the boa. I'm taking off the little strikes of glue that there. I felt like that was like a bald spot. So what I did, I just glued another piece of the boa that I had left. I glue a little piece on there. I put a lot of glue, make sure that thing stuck on there good, because I didn't want that little chunk falling off. But I swear you couldn't even tell. Like it was just so well put together. It blends very easily. I'm not a pro at this. Oh, do you see my nail there? My little index finger. you'll see the glue on my nail. That was so annoying to take it off. So I'm cutting off the excess there again, and then I'm gonna be giving it a little bit of a trim in the bottom so I don't have all of that boa coming out and being all over the place. So there you go. I'm gonna be scooting it over, and I'm gonna be putting more glue so we can make sure that mofo stays there. Don't want shit running out or falling off, my bad. So there you go. I'm just checking it, making sure everything is well glued. There's no weird bald spots. So as you can see, there are the slippers. I'm trimming some from the bottom there just because I don't want it to be all over the place. I want it a little bit more uniform cut in the bottom. And I'm just fluffing it up. I don't know what the hell that was. I think it was like a yarn or something. I think it was like part of the yarn. If you have any of those, you can cut them off. I just kind of hid it because the boa is so fuzzy. It'll hide it. It'll cover it up. So I'm gonna be trimming the other side. And then we should be done. I was taking my sweet ass time doing this. I was very, very into it though. It was really fun. I honestly want to make some for Juliana. I think she would look so cute walking around with fuzzy slippers because she's such a cutie patootie. So I don't know. Let me know if you know of somewhere where I can find these kind of slippers for toddlers. She's a size 6. I might just go on online though and look for them. I think that would be the fastest way. Mommy daughter matching slippers, super cute to be lounging around at home taking Instagram pictures. Like, why not? Fuck it. Anyways, so I'm just trimming off wherever I feel like it's just too excessively fuzzy for me. I can't handle too much. It's already dramatic enough walking around with fuzzy, hairy slippers. So there, I'm retouching with glue, and make sure you do that. Make sure you really look at your sandals. You go around it. You check around it all over. Make sure everything is attached well, glued well, that there's no funny looking things popping up. And I'm telling you about these sandals. They are so comfy, okay? And they are good quality sandals. So that is the finished product right there. I really, really like them.